Welcome. This is Politics Today, Hapa Science Television, your inclusion platform. My name is Jonas Simba. My sign language interpreter today is Gideon Maina. I have Maureen Carl, Director Smile Natoto. Give us your opinion today on the issues we are going to discuss on 0111 980384. So much has been going on. Today is February, Maureen. Today is February what?
5th.
Today should be the February 5th.
Yeah.
You're sure about that?
I'm very sure.
Okay.
It is 5th.
Yeah, today is 5th, Thursday. Yeah. So give us your opinion today. February 5th, 2026. Hey, masiku zinaenda. Do you believe in Valentine, Maureen?
I do.
This is the month of love.
Yes.
A lot of breezes in Kenya. People, are they in love? Or people wanajigwaruza?
Kwanza unajua in Kenya,
yes,
our number one, what we really treasure in Kenya is love. You can imagine a nation where we have as many tribes as we are.
Right.
But we are always calling ourselves Kenya. So after all is said and done, I know that there is a lot of love in Kenya. Even foreigners will always tell you.
But Maureen, there is a difference between nation and country.
Nation
is when people are together. But country is mumewekwa tu pamoja for convenience. Wakoloni walituweka in a country. But we are supposed to be a nation, the way Nyerere made Tanzania to be a nation.
We are a nation. And when you talk of a country, what do you mean? That Kenya is a container? No, wakoloni hawakutuleta Kenya. They found us. Our forefathers were here. We were born here.
Yeah.
And we are proud, whatever they call it, a nation, a country.
Have you ever heard of the spirit of a nation?
Yes.
The spirit of a county. Something is going on in Nakuru. This is politics. Hapa tunachapa siasa. There is already talk of a few people trying to, fan tribal tensions in Nakuru. There is the issue of groupings, and that is not good for a county like Nakuru. You agree?
Yes, I don't believe that we're supposed to be tearing one another because of tribalism. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. We are fighting a war that we're not supposed to fight.
Yeah.
It's not about my tribe. It's about me being Kenyan. Because you see, Mkenya ni Mkenya, huwa anasema awe anatoka Rarieda where I come from, awe anatoka Kirinyaga, Turkana,
or Kitale where I come from.
Yes, we are Kenyans. Yeah. And there is nothing as beautiful as that bond, that brotherhood, ya kwamba sisi ni wa Kenya.
Okay.
Yes. We dwell together, and I don't specifically find my comfort in the hands of Luos. We are seated here today with you. You come from Kitale, I come from Rarieda.
Yeah.
And imagine we are working together, building our nation.
Yeah. And our sign language interpreter is Kikuyu.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So you can imagine that beautiful combination.
Yeah.
And I always say that I think God did as well. God did us very well by just making the many of us, these very many different tribes. He decided to put us together. It has always been beautiful. Now. No, we are the ones that make it a very bad thing as human beings. But the truth is, I looked at it one day and I was wondering, why is it that we are as many as we are, those very many different tribes? But then I came to realize that it is because God wanted stability for this nation.
Okay.
Because it happens like this. What we cannot find in Nyanza, we can find it in Kitale. Yeah. What Kitale cannot find in Kitale, they will find it in Kirinyaga or Nyeri, you get.
Right.
And then, you know how politically Kenya operates.
Yeah.
Unapata, kama Wajaluo wamekataa kitu.
Yeah.
Alafu upate, Waluya wameikubali. So it brings a balance. Can you imagine where we could all be Kikuyus and then we say, this is what we want and everybody is in agreement.
Yeah,
so unapata tunakosa hiyo stability. But
we
now,
all want Waru.
Yes. Unapata sasa, there is no flavor is lost. But when we have a variety
You can
of
take
opinions
waru
have
and you can take waru and
and
samaki.
samaki. Yes, fish and chips.
Na unateremsha na maziwa.
Yes, from Nandi, you get.
Yes.
So I looked at it. I was asking God, why are we so many tribes in this country? And then what I got from it was that it is for our stability.
Okay.
Unaona, kila mtu analeta different strength yake. Then we are now able to build our nation together. So we are a blessed nation. But you see what? There is nothing like we are tribalistic in this nation. Hii story ya tribalism huwa inatokana na an individual's interest.
Maybe
Yeah, somebody politically,
it's a
yes.
strategy.
Somebody
Like
is a politician, alafu anatuinukia, anatuambia that you see, Kikuyus are not supposed to be wasichokozwe, Wajaluo,
Nakuru right
sijui
now,
nini.
it is said that it's creeping in and it's a problem.
I understand.
Yeah.
And that is something that we should not allow. So an individual should not bring us wars to fight for them politically. That is an individual's interest, Mr. Jonah. I'm not at war with any Kikuyu around me. I am seeing a brother, I'm seeing a fellow Kenyan. I'm seeing somebody that I can leverage on. You get?
Right.
But normally hii story ya tribalism huwa inatokana na politicians. They are the people that come on the basis of tribe, wanaanza kugawagawa watu left, right and center. You understand? But the spirit of a Kenyan is such that we do not know what tribalism is.
Okay.
Can I tell you that
already.
growing up, mimi nilikuja kushtukia story ya tribalism when I was 22 years old. I never knew it. I went to school with different people from different areas. But hatukuwa na ile damu, ile chuki. You get what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So it is later on in life ndio nikakuja kusema so kuna mtu anaitwa Mkikuyu, kuna mtu anaitwa Turkana, kuna mtu, you know.
Most likely when you are going to vote, that's when you remembered your Luo.
That's why I'm telling you that it is these politicians that make us, you know, get to that point, which should not be the case. We are not supposed to allow that. So wakishaiweka kwa akili zetu, sasa tunaanza kujiregroup. And therefore, it is the responsibility of you and I, of all of us as individual Kenyans from whatever tribe we come from, to refuse to be grouped by politicians because they use it to benefit. Mtu anataka mileage, anakuja anasema, sisi Wajaluo, you know, it's not right. Wajaluo ni wabaya, Wakikuyu ni wabaya, these Kalenjins are bad. We are not supposed to give an ear to that. Okay. Because these are the things that when we give an ear to and we attend to and we give attention so much, then we start dividing ourselves. Sisi kwa sisi.
By the way, the Gen Zs back in 2024,
yes,
they called themselves tribeless. At least I remember that. I don't remember these others that came along. I had the word tribeless, I had the word partyless, and I had the word leaderless.
And also fearless.
Okay, and fearless.
Yeah, they said if we lose our fear,
yeah,
they will lose their power on us.
Fine.
Yes.
Those are some of the things that the Gen Zs were pushing for. Yes, and something slowed down. That issue of tribeless was taken up as a Kenyan agenda. The people decided they are not tribal anymore. Are we slowing down or what's happening? Especially when ODM came into the picture, you remember? Yeah. Steadied the ship. Yeah. The late Raila Odinga steadied that ship. There was calm until, again, Baba's passing. Are we forgetting? Or was the ship not steadied at all?
Mr. Jonah.
Yeah.
Tusidanganyane. When you talk of calm, I don't want to imagine that you are telling us or you are telling our children, the Gen Zs, that waliogopa na wakarudi kwa caves. That is not true. Let me tell you that we have very intelligent people in Kenya. Okay. And you know, the people that disturbed the nation were a people of a different generation.
Okay.
I don't know if you're catching what I mean.
Okay.
And before I go ahead, may I just make it known to you that I keep saying and I repeat that these people that are in leadership today,
Right.
we understand their ages. They are people in their 50s and 60s and to an extension 70s.
Right.
These people are leaving the stage. That is the sad news that I want to give them.
Okay.
And as they're leaving the stage, they leave the stage by all means.
Okay.
Yes, God knows how, but they're leaving the stage. Even naturally, they're leaving the stage.
Okay.
So these are the people that thought that the Gen Zs ni wale tu watu wa kuchezewa. But they did not know that these Gen Zs are part and parcel of the children that they bore.
Okay.
And have been so tired of their ways. You understand?
Right.
And that is why you heard the Gen Z say that they're partyless, they're leaderless, they're all those things. Because they knew that these were the instruments that the people that are in leadership today were using to manipulate and to suppress, to oppress
Okay.
the younger ones. Because the same tools of oppression were also used by the people that went before them. You remember the Kanu regimes, the many things that they did that were against humanity.
Right.
So
right.
this generation, that the current generation in leadership, that is what they know. They never believed in servant leadership. They believed in leadership where they could come, once you are a leader, yours is to come and take away everything that the nation is supposed to be sharing.
Okay.
You understand? And sometimes I ask them just very quickly, you gather so much so that you carry it where?
Okay.
Because when you do that, you're only crippling your own nation. And the Gen Zs understood very well that the nation has been crippled so much, that the nation is bleeding so much that they cannot also continue with the same thing. So as at now, they may still be wallowing and thriving and thinking that now they're the giants in the nation. You get?
Right.
They are, I always call them the gods of Kenya or the gods of Africa, the mighty gods of whatever.
Okay.
You get?
Right.
But the truth is, the Gen Zs do not want the way they have led this nation.
Okay.
And the Gen Zs have understood that their time is up. So sometimes you don't really go to war with someone whose time you know is up. Unamwacha, anatoka, anaenda, so that you are preserved.
Okay.
And you are able now to take over from them. But now with what? With the heart and the head.
Is that what
to
is
lead
disturbing
better.
ODM? The young people wanting to take over? Is that the problem? The youthful versus the older?
I would say so, that is part of the reason, because you see, these people they had this culture of rewinding themselves. Sijui niite aje kwa Kiswahili. Ile, you have been used and you want to recycle. Yes, they have recycled themselves so much, and they have just realized that time has also caught up with them. And they are wondering, what next for us? And the Gen Zs in ODM have understood, Mr. Sifuna, Winnie Odinga. They have understood, and that is why you remember Winnie questioning that.
Yeah, someone
Are
told
you
me
able to lead?
That watu wakisema wanataka kiongozi white, they run into the forest, they come dressed in white. Wakisema wanataka kiongozi.
Yeah, recycling.
Wakisema wanataka
Red.
orange, wanarudi wanavaa orange.
Wanakuja.
wanarudi kwa barabara.
Yeah.
You know, if it's about the colors, we are here. We have
Imagine the games that they have played with the children of this land. But unajua hawajui ya kwamba the generation that is coming after them, we are wiser,
okay.
we are patient, and we know for sure that whether they like it or not, they are getting out.
Okay.
So when they're getting out, another generation, we are coming in and thinking we can only do better because we cannot continue being in this kind of quagmire. Hii mchezo wamekuwa wakicheza na watu, they have been gatekeepers. Wewe ni mdogo, huwezi enda popote. You get?
Okay.
You desire this and this to happen. They sit there and their main agenda has been oppress, and let nobody thrive. And that's why I was telling you that as adults, we have a responsibility to take care of our Gen Zs, to take care of these are the generations that are coming. But we have had a generation in here, I've told you, the 50s going forward to around 70s. That generation, unanielewa?
Do you agree
They have done so poorly. They never believed in servant leadership. And whether they like it or not, they have to excuse other people that are coming in that are going to do better.
Let's go with
because
the
we are not
secretary.
ignorant. Mr. Jonah,
Right.
Kenya is not an ignorant nation. Kenya is, unakumbuka when Kenya took over power from the colonialists,
Okay.
what was the agenda? To fight against ujinga, maradhi na umaskini.
Okay.
Hizo vitu zote, hata kama bado tuko katika ile hali ya umaskini, but ujinga ilitoka Kenya. Hata president kuna wakati alisema ya kwamba wajinga waliisha Kenya. And having that in your mind, just know that the Gen Zs are not our retreat, but sometimes it's also good you can just retreat so that you can work yourself better.
Okay.
And that is what is happening. Gen Zs are not asleep, my friend. We are so concerned about this nation. And therefore, wacha hawa watoke, hata Mungu atawatoa.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I
age will get you at whatever.
You said it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
And they are afraid.
Now,
Yes.
let's go to now that ODM is clearly a public party. It's clearly a public party,
Yes.
the biggest party in Kenya. So that's why it's a point of discussion, to the point that the ruling party wants to merge with it. That clearly tells you that ODM is, whether we like it or not, a major force in the country. So let's discuss the young in the ODM. Let's look at the mind of Sifuna. Do you agree with that mind and the mind of Winnie Odinga and the youthful leaders that have spoken thus far? Are you in agreement?
I am in total agreement.
Okay.
I've told you that the people that have been there before us, it's only that we could not be, we cannot be before them. It is them to be before us. You get?
Right.
They have done this nation very bad. They have done a lot of harm to the younger generation. And that is why I am so happy when people like Mr. Sifuna are coming out and questioning and saying that this is the truth. This is how it should be. You understand?
Right.
But you know, they do not want such issues to be touched. They are delaying the changes that are supposed to happen. But again, I would just tell these people that let us just go slow. Sometimes you don't have to really ungangani sana. Unaona? Somebody, I used to have a boss who could tell me that, Okal, sometimes just trust the process.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are trusting the process of, I keep repeating, of their exit. And before we go there, we must question. They do not want to be questioned. So Sifuna is very right. Winnie Odinga is very right. These people have sat here and have made Kenya stagnant for a very long time.
Right.
And therefore, a time has come where we must question. A time has come where we must take action. And the beauty of all this, Mr. Jonah, forgive me for repeating myself, is that whether they like it or not, they'll have to let go so that a new generation is also having, could also have the opportunity to try. When this other generation will also fail, another generation will come in that will, generation after generation. You remember when Honorable Martha Karua was telling us that you cannot tell us that now wewe ndio umekuja, wewe ndio leader, you want to rectify Kenya today and finish. You cannot. Kenya is a nation. I was taught that a nation is this entity where people dwell and these people come in and go. You come in, you take your time and you give way. You understand? So you cannot tell me that you want to make Kenya today in a way that mtu mwenye atakuja 10 generations later atakuwa na chochote cha kufanya. The other generations that will also come will have 1, 2, 3 things to fix that will be needful in that time that they will be there. So don't abuse Kenyans, because you see, it is good, yes, to create an impact that is lasting. But again, you cannot come and manipulate us and tell us that you want to do this miracle in Kenya. In manipulation, you understand? But action will not be there. Hizo ndizo vitu hatutaki.
Okay. Now that you've spoken about trusting the process, I'm trying to ask you something about IBC. Today, Marjan Hussein resigned. It's public. It has gone public. He resigned. Hopes for the process, but even as you're saying that, my mind can't leave that white leader, if mnataka mtu white ni sisi, mnataka mtu blue ni sisi, you would find the same people. They read the mood of the ground or the mood of the country. So this time they want someone who sings. Tunarudi huko tunajitrain kuimba. The same people now come as musicians. And they seem to have a product for every electoral cycle.
Yes.
Yeah, the same faces. The same faces. Yeah. Obviously, this is going to work against the young people, whether that is ODM or whichever party. These people have the experience. They know what it takes to win an election. Am I right, Maureen? Including the IBC, that we have someone resigned. Do you have hopes now that IBC seems to be on the right track, quote unquote? You think so?
Mr. Jonah, one thing that I also want to add to the question that you have asked me. I didn't say that we trust the process of IEBC.
Okay.
No. I said that nature has a way of dealing with some of these things. You cannot sit at the gate, ukataze watu ku thrive, ukataze watu ku prosper, so that you are the one who is always going in for the red cloth if it's needed. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Yeah, nature has a way of dealing with you. But the beauty of all this is that Kenya wajinga waliisha. So when we talk of Mr. Marjan resigning from IBC,
right,
I don't think if that is going to be of any effect to Kenya, because as we have said, these people have every other way. They know the systems. They can manipulate the results with or Mr. Marjan. They will, if they want to manipulate the results, they will manipulate. But the question is, for how long? You understand?
Okay.
So as they're manipulating the results, the people that are coming to replace them, because this replacement is, there's nothing you can do about it. You will be replaced whether you like it or not. But we are learning from the mistakes that you are making, from the abuses that you're making against Kenyans.
Okay.
We are learning from them. These issues of you corrupt the system so that you can have your way. We are learning from them. And let me tell you, after we shall have learned, then Kenya can only become a better place to live in.
Right.
The only shida here is you have done all that you're able to do. But where have you left Kenya? You have left Kenya an economically broken nation. You have left Kenya a place where even children are not in school. You have left Kenya a place where even the medical systems have collapsed. You understand?
Tell me more about it, the education and this health. Tell me more about it.
Jonah, we are in a dire situation. Are you aware that just juicy machine, a cancer treatment machine in KNH was broken down? Tell me the pain that those cancer patients were going through.
Okay.
Just the other day, 11 billion was lost through the SHA system. And then we are told by the Minister for Health that, tume block your pesa. And I'm thinking, what is the meaning of this? Money has been lost and then you're also telling us that you have blocked it. How? We don't understand these things.
Right.
So the issue is, one day utakuja kusikia kwamba we were just being informed that mjue ya kwamba kuna pesa imepotea na hatutaki mpige kelele. So tunawadanganya kwamba we managed to recapture the money.
Hey, okay.
Those are the games, our intelligence is ever in Kenya. Politicians know how to play with our intelligence.
Okay.
But we are announcing to them that still we are intelligent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Na tunawaangalia tu. Tunasema, tumefurahi. I was saying, trust the process will vomit you.
Okay.
Yes. So that at least Kenya, Mr. Jonah, tumechoka. Tubaki tuna our peace. Our peace is very, very important. Then I was also talking about issues to do with education.
We were talking about, you are saying something about the education sector.
Yeah, I was telling you that we have had leaders that have been sitting at the gate, so that nobody is able to go forward.
Okay.
And this has been very, very unfortunate. You remember the children that we have today, the Gen Zs that are now questioning everything that the government is doing.
Yes.
Nilikuambia wajinga waliisha Kenya. Actually, I would say that President Kibaki sasa ndio aliwamaliza wote. Alimaliza wajinga. By giving room for our children to go to school.
Right.
And we also remember people like Professor Magoha,
okay,
who worked so hard to make sure ya kwamba watoto wamesoma.
Okay.
And you come to wonder why, as those people could do such exemplary work,
right,
then the others that come, they want to be gatekeepers so that nothing happens at all for our children. Look at the mess.
You seem to have liked the former CSS of education. I've not heard you talk of Ongeri. I've not heard you talk of Saitoti. I've not heard you talk of, who have you talked about? Magoha.
Yes.
I've not heard you talk of Ole Kiapi.
And even,
the gentleman?
Yeah, Ole Kiapi. Alikuwa naitwa Ole Kiapi?
Yeah. By the way, if you push me back, I'll take you to the days of Oloa Ringo.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then,
but we've had serious education.
Yes.
Mutula Kilonzo, you remember? Senior.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
And even the former vice president was once an education minister. Mr. Kalonzo Musyoka.
Yes.
At some point he was.
Kalonzo Musyoka was an education. Yes.
Yes.
He was more into foreign affairs, though.
Now you can imagine.
Yeah.
Those were the brilliant, great Kenyans that we had that made sure that a Kenyan child, and even President Moi, we remember when we were just little children, just starting off school.
Yeah.
Tunaenda pale tunakunywa maziwa, you know. Yeah, and those were just beautiful moments, just trying to make sure ya kwamba ignorance Kenya imetoka. Because these were the three pillars. Tuondoe maradhi, ujinga na umaskini. And you remember even Honorable Ndindi Nyoro juzi akituambia ya kwamba education adds value into a person's life.
Yeah.
So the moment you tamper with systems of education, honestly, what are you doing? And that's why I ask you again, Mr. Jonah.
Right.
Why would I destroy a generation just to be because I'm in power for 10, 15 years?
Okay.
You get?
Yeah, those are two.
Yeah, these are people that...
So I can hear now you are 2.5 terms.
No, my friend. I'm saying that the systems have to be put right. Okay. Mr. Jonah, mimi usema ya kwamba mtoto ukimpeleka shule, hata umfikishe tu ile basic education peke yake, which Mr. Kibaki fought for so much, was put in our acts, in our laws, ya kwamba education is free and compulsory to every child.
It's interesting. We didn't used to see Kibaki much. We used not to hear him talk. But once he left the stage, we could feel the impact.
We
Kibaki
did, to
was
date.
Very laid back. People used to say, haonekani.
But tulikuwa tunaona kazi yake. Unaona?
Right.
And today, Mr. Jonah, it is very different. The people that call themselves leaders in this nation, they are just wallowing. They're just happy people. They do not know what they are doing.
Maybe let's go back to Kibaki's government and talk about some of his leaders. They are the same faces we see. Oparanya was doing very well in planning then. You remember?
But Oparanya did well up to now. He's doing well. And do you know why?
Yes.
He meant business. And again, he worked for the opposition. Remember, he was working from the opposition side. So sometimes he would be favored, he gets into working. And then now...
And then he had a collabo with Mwiraria. You remember David Mwiraria in finance?
I do.
So there was planning, Oparanya. There was David Mwiraria.
And there was intention. All those people were very intentional to improve Kenya.
Yes.
And then after that, I don't know where I'm sorry. Let me not call them jokers.
You remember Mudaura?
I do.
And then we had
serious people wanting the best for this nation. But over time we have had
someone that people used to call the stabilizer, Mudi Awori. You remember?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Where did Mudi Awori go? He used to be there and he could stabilize things a lot.
I think he decided to rest. Yeah. Yeah. He worked and he's retired.
Generally, we had a team that people were really proud of.
That team, I'm telling you, we will miss them. That was the team that worked very well to make sure that Kenya had a very good social standing.
Was that the time Mutula was in education? Around
Tula
that time.
Senior. Yes, it was around
Yes.
that time.
Education was quite a stable thing, in
Yes,
those days.
it was. And they made sure that going forward, even, they even made this work very easy. That whoever comes after us, we have crafted laws that will govern how you work. Wait and see. The leaders that come in, anafika anapata kuna pale laws that were made that was supposed to guide. Mtu anaingia tu na anaingia na mambo yake. Yes, sasa anaitaka hivi. I told you one day that Kenya is like, tuseme mwindaji. Ameenda amepata the spoil.
Okay.
Alafu kila mtu anaishika na irarua vile nataka. Said that at the end of the day there is totally nothing you cannot even trace where whatever was found went. Because we have people that have decided to be so glutton, excited. Sometimes when you know that you are too excited, you're not supposed to go into leadership. Because you're not thinking for the people. You have nothing to bring to the table for the people.
No.
You only have so much that you have come to take.
Let me be the devil's advocate.
You have so much to come and take.
Okay.
All that you want to do is, how much will I make from being maybe the PS of such a ministry, from maybe being the MP of such a constituency? You get?
Okay.
That is how small we think. So it is, what am I going to take?
Last
not
week,
what am I going to bring? What impact am I going to create in the lives of the people?
In our last show, we had some young people from Mukuru Social Justice Center. They came here and they spoke in detail. Actually, they really spoke about Mukuru in Singapore. Now this is the question I want to ask you. Where is the problem in us going into becoming that third world? Because the idea is really growing as a country into a first world. Where is the problem in us becoming a first world? Is it our roads?
Mr. Jonah,
Right.
you can build as many roads as you want. But the moment you have not built your people, then your work is in vain. They will
destroy it.
Not just destroying. Of course, we have always seen when there are demos, even what happens to our roads.
Okay.
But you see, a road is just important after you have built the person that is supposed to use that road. I'll take you back again to the NAC government. Roads were built and people were given funds to do business. So these roads were important to us. Unaelewa? Yeah, because ningebeba samaki nitowe Nyanza na nipate nimefikisha samaki Nyeri. Unapata?
Right.
Yes. Because now there were funds to do the same, the roads were built, and I was also given room for ile ya mtu mwenyewe. You find that your capacity is really built, that you can face whatever it is.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But if my capacity is dwindling, what is the road for? If my capacity is dwindling, what is the SGR for?
Okay.
So you first of all build your people. Build your people by making sure ya kwamba the education sector is strong.
Okay.
Build your people by making sure ya kwamba the health systems are working.
Right.
Build your people by making sure ya kwamba kuna funds to support these people.
Okay.
Where hata mtu anaweza enda pale na achukue loan na aweze kufanya mambo yake. The way Mr. Kibaki did it. Okay. But the moment you have suffocated people, wazazi hata tujui tunapata fees wapi ya kupeleka watoto wetu shule. Shule ndio hiyo, sijui mtoto ameitwa shule. Those very many, watu tumekorogwa. Yani we have been korogwed in Kenya by all means, mpaka tumebaki, the leadership is thinking that we are confused. But I thank God for one thing.
Right.
That Kenyans, we are always resilient. It doesn't matter the kind of lemon you give us. Okay. We will make a lemonade out of it.
So you have a problem with leaderships in counties?
Wacha hata kuongea. We're talking about counties and leadership. Counties are dense for corruption. Okay. Did you see what happened yesterday? Alikuwa nini? There's a trial.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm missing the name because the question is...
names then.
Okay,
Don't
fine.
mention names.
Yeah, a county where all the business entities are associated na the county governor.
Conflict of interest?
Yes. Okay. Yeye ndiye anafanya biashara zote za county. We have seen... Mr. Jonah, do we really have to talk about counties and corruption?
Okay.
Because the resources in the counties, I would tell you, they are the same resources that are also given to political parties.
Okay.
Counties are meant for family, friends, and relatives. They are the ones that do business there. All tenders are friends, families, and relatives.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So let us not even talk about counties. It is bad. But again, in this case, I blame Mwananchi.
Oh.
But as I blame the Mwananchi,
you blame
because it is the Mwananchi
you
who
blame the leader, you're blaming the Mwananchi.
Yes, because the Mwananchi is the one that ana worship the leader. Na yeye ndiye amemweka pale. Akishamweka pale, kama ulichukua pesa kutoka kwangu, mimi ni governor.
Okay.
It is my time to return the money.
So actually considering that journey to being a first world, to become a Singapore of sorts.
Yes.
Your issue is not with the motor. Your issue is not with the buildings. We are looking at Maslow's laws probably. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So you'll always, in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you'll always start with the basic needs. The basic need of a Kenyan today is education. We have our children in universities.
Okay.
We do not want problems zile za hata mtoto ameitwa university, hata ujui ufanyie mtoto nini.
Okay.
Mtoto ameitwa university, anamaliza 10 years bado anasoma pale. Okay. Mtoto ameenda university, mtoto atadrop. You know, we have to start with the basics. Once the basics are done, now you can tell us that let us move to another level. But kuniambia ya kwamba sasa tunataka kutengeneza sijui nini ni first world what. No. Our first world, what we care for is our basic needs as a nation, because we are still way behind. So many miles behind, Mr. Jonah. For as long as the health sector will not...
Recently, when students were going into grade 10, the needs for school fees was overwhelming. All the media stations, all the NGOs, individuals, leaders even, people were storming all over looking for school fees. Is this really what the Constitution envisaged? That whenever our children are transiting, there's a crisis because of school fees? Is this why they made it to be free? Is free education a reality? Can it really be real?
It can be real. It was real in the times of Mr. Kibaki. It can be real again.
Okay.
But that is why I'm telling you that now the leadership here plays a very big role in making sure that the reality of a school going to school is real or not. You get it?
Right.
I wonder why we should be having the governor's bursary, sijui MCAs, sijui nini. Hii pesa kama ni pesa ya Mkenya. Why can't it just be said ya kwamba kwa hii ward tuko na this number of schools and this number of children?
Yeah.
Wacha serikali ichukue pesa ina pool iweke pale na watoto wasome. Hii pesa ingine unaficha kwa mfuko yako ni ya nini? It is so that you can keep people miserable. Ndio upate nafasi ya watu kukuworship as a leader. You understand?
Okay.
Even the CJ alisema ya kwamba we would love ya kwamba pesa ya education ya Kenya ikuwe to set aside, it is money for education. Like right now, Mr. Jonah, it is very sad that yes, the ministry ilikuwa imerelease pesa for this term ya watoto wetu kwenda kwa shule. It is always given in 50, 30, 20% so that the year ends.
Okay.
But after they had released the money, remember there are pending bills that the people that supplied these children with whatever material that they needed so that schools could run.
Okay.
Then you're telling the teachers that this is the money that I've given you. Do you think that teachers are safe in those schools, the head teachers? Are the children safe?
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So it means that people are always on their knees, begging the leaders that have become the mighty gods of Kenya the mighty gods of Africa.
Of course, the Constitution didn't envisage that.
No. And that is why it was put in the Constitution. This is a basic right. How do we make it basic? The acts were created, the Education Act, the Children's Act.
Okay.
That this was the way that we are going to take care of the welfare of our children, making sure that they all go to school. But I've told you, this leader comes make it better, another leader comes in na njia zake. Zanini kupora. So ni ngapi unataka kupora na ni ngapi unataka kuweka so that the children are okay? And on that note, Mr. Jonah, allow me to talk to our parents. It doesn't matter what they do. Always just make sure as a mother, as a father, that you do your level best to make sure ya kwamba mtoto wako ameenda shule, because that is the only weapon we have against oppressors.
Oh, I thought you'd say that is the only visa to a first world.
First world?
That's the only
I've
visa
told
to
you that
Singapore.
I've told you that Kenya is capable of becoming a first world. But our number one way of becoming a first world, Mr. Jonah, mimi sijakataa ya kwamba Kenya haiwezi kuwa first world, and Kenya will be in very many years to come, because the mind shift in Kenya is so big. You get it?
Right.
It's just a matter of time. It will happen. Kenya will become a first world with or without the people that are in leadership today.
So in your opinion, the hindrance
We will
is the
become.
leadership.
Yes, the hindrance is the leadership. And nobody should tell us about Kenya becoming a first world today or in the next 5 years or 10. If we are not going to put these other issues right, you must make sure that people, according to mass hierarchy of laws, the basic needs of Kenyans are met. That
Do
way,
we still have
hata
people
tutataka
sleeping
serikali.
hungry?
Mr. Jonah, yes, we have people sleeping hungry. We have children in the streets. We have our children in the brothels. I cry about this all the time.
Right.
Yes, we have people dying because of medical bills that they cannot meet. Juzi kulikuwa na mtoto nilikasirika, nilisikia vibaya. Mama ameambiwa a raise 6 million apeleke mtoto India. The child is dying and somebody has pocketed money. Amepora pesa ya serikali, ameenda nayo, lakini mtoto mwingine anakufa mahali. How heartless do you need to be as a leader?
Of course, when Kenya Kwanza came into power, the term hustler, you remember it?
Yes,
That touched on the needs of Kenyans.
I understand.
Yeah. Haven't they done something to deal with that? Do we still have hospitals without medication?
Mr. Jonah, what are you talking about? Kwani unaishi Kenya gani? Because the Kenya that I know, hakuna madawa hospitali. Juzi, my mother-in-law was sick. We took her to the hospital. We were literally buying everything. Mpaka nikajiambia, hii ni nini hii sasa? Include Mr. Jonah.
Okay.
Kenya's situation is pathetic. It is only good to those people that are there, they are calling themselves leaders, because then they have the medical insurance. They even have entertainment allowance. How do you entertain yourself when hakuna madawa kwa mahospitali?
Okay.
How do you entertain yourself when wamama wanakufa hospitali, and when they go to bed, when they go to the hospital even to give birth, they're sharing beds plus their children. And you can imagine how it is always messy when a woman has given birth. You have those natural processes to go through. So you can imagine such a situation. Go to KNH. Mimi nimewahi kuwa huko kuona watu. Wamama wamezaa wameshare vitanda, Mr. Jonah. And it is not the problem of the administration. Wakati pesa imekuja kupotea 11 billion. How will Kenyatta be able to provide beds for mothers that have delivered? How will Kenyatta be able to provide safety for the children even in incubators? You get?
Okay.
How will Kenyatta be able to take care of even the cancer patients? A machine is broken and somebody amepotea na such an amount of money. Unaelewa?
Right.
So Mr. Jonah, mimi sijakata, and I know one day, if anything can happen, that after very many years, maybe we are all resurrected, tutashanga na the Kenya that we will find. Na si eti haiwezekani, inawezekana. Me, I believe very well that Kenya can be a first world country. But for now, it cannot, because the leaders that are there
Right.
are not interested in making Kenya a first world country. All that they are interested in is collapsing Kenya. Lakini Mkenya naye ni nani? Tumekata, you cannot collapse Kenya. We will fall, we will rise.
Is the idea really sabotage or is it corruption?
Or I would say both.
Greed.
Corruption, because hao ndio wanapora mali ya Kenya. So they have left Kenya bleeding. You understand?
Okay.
Number 2, it is also sabotage. To say maybe the president means well, but the
Right.
people surrounding him are not for it.
Okay.
Maybe they're just cartels. Wanakuja wanamfurahisha, wanamwambia daktari, you know, can we make Kenya like this? Mtu anamkujia tu na idea na naona yenyewe hii idea ni mzuri. But they will never help him make the idea work.
Okay.
Hao ni mtu ameona kabiashara, anajua okay, if I say this then maybe nita invite an investor akuja atengeneze nyumba zingine magorofa zina shine, then we are thinking that when you are seeing the lights now Kenya is Singapore. No, it is not about the buildings, it is not about the roads, it is not about, it is about
meetings. When the president is in those meetings, there are praises from the politicians, but when he's not there, they don't praise him. They speak other things, politics, but it's like they just do this to please him in his sight, but not, go around Western Kenya and look at those meetings keenly. You'll find when the president is there, there's a lot of praises. When the president is not there, they don't speak so much about, they don't speak so much about some of the things they say in his presence. Hypocrisy.
It is hypocrisy, and then it is also political. It is also for political survival. Mimi ni governor, president ametembea area yangu,
right?
Si nitamsifu ndio sasa nikuwe in the right books with the president, alafu sasa nionyeshe president like, oh, my people are with you, so alferi people wakuje wapigie president makofi,
right?
But the president ajui ya kwamba he is alone. That is the truth. He is alone. Yes.
Okay.
He is alone, and that is why even when he comes up with so many beautiful things that he intends that they happen in Kenya, none works. Because to these people, they are like, oh, you think you can make the lives of these people better? We will show you. So we do what we call sabotage.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No. Okay, sorry.
Those are the truths on the ground.
What properly? You scare me so much.
Yeah. He is alone. So Mr. Ruto will work so hard, but very few people are with him.
Okay.
All the rest are there for political survival. They are hanging on his coat.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They are hanging on his coat. But if he could get people like Mr. Kibaki head, I'm telling you, hizi miaka zenye president amekuwa akifanya kazi, Kenya would be very different.
Okay.
Yes.
Right now, there is a talk of a merger of very big, is it merger or coalition? Two very big parties are coming together. When this happens, mambo kwisha. Obviously, we are now talking of a winning formula, obviously. Yes. ODM has bought in, is slowly merging with UDA. Yes. Of course, there is a lot of shouting from the SG and Winnie, and the youthful voices seem to not be for the idea. But the truth be told, Maureen, these are very strong parties. When they come together, that's it. We are looking at a continuation of the same. So should we start changing things inside these parties now that it's becoming obvious they're the ones who are going to take it up?
I'm thinking the merger to me would really not be bad. For this is my opinion. If the merger can work for the benefit of Kenyans, the better. Because again, Mr. Jonah, we do not. I would not really want a case where tunavurutana. We take too long kuvurutana kama wa Kenya, or even as a government, that takes away our opportunities to make things work. I don't know if you're really getting me.
Yes.
I'm talking about the merger. If that merger is for the betterment of Kenya, to build this nation, I am not opposed to it. But if the merger is so that Kenya iendelee kuporwa, ile nilikuwa nakwambia kwamba the leaders are hanging on, unaona? They are hanging on the coat of the president, so that they are able to maintain their status quo. Kama ulikuwa government ushinde pale uendelee kupora watu Kenya, then these other voices are supposed to rise up and say, we are in opposition of this.
We are done.
Yes.
We are done. And I remember Fred Matiang'i speaking very clearly and saying, hao si wajinga, wakili ni wale. Or they are telling us hao ni wakili. Wana akili. So wako na akili nyingi mpaka polisi anatembea pamoja na goons.
Inaitwa dramatic Kenya, this nation.
Anyway, viewers, I don't know what you have to say about these topics. This is Politics Today. We do this our way, our inclusion way. This is your inclusion platform. Tunaifanya tu venye sisi wenyewe tunaweza ifanya.
Yes, na wajinga walisha Kenya.
Okay, 0111980384. Our sign language interpreter has been Gideon Minor. My name is Jonas Simba. We have been with Maureen Okal, Director Smile na Toto. See you next week. Bye-bye.